As Eurosceptics across the country mark the anniversary of the historic Brexit ballot, which saw 52% vote to break ties with Brussels, Express.co.uk conducted an exclusive poll. The results showed the overwhelming majority of people who headed to their local polling station on June 23, 2016 would not vote differently if they had their time back. 92%, 34,590 readers, said they would not change a thing, while 8%, 2,963, said they regret their vote and would support the other side if they could go back in time. Just 1%, 189, said they were unsure how they felt. Many readers left lengthy comments explaining their reasons, and some even called for pro-Brexit voters to be rewarded 5 years on simply because the UK's departure from the trading bloc is proving to be an enormous success. One person suggested a bank holiday, saying, people who voted Brexit should be given an extra bank holiday for their bravery and forward thinking. A second reader referred to the COVID vaccine problems blighting the bloc as a reason that convinced them voting Leave was the way to go. They said, seeing the fiasco that has unfolded in the EU since we left, I've never been more sure voting for Brexit was the right decision. And yet a third said they have definitely not changed their mind on Brexit but wish we had left on WTO terms as opposed to with a deal. Another said they predicted a struggle would follow the EU referendum if Britons voted Leave. The person wrote, we knew it was going to be a struggle because the losers can't accept democracy, but we will get there in the end and Great Britain will become a worldwide winning country once again. One of the few people to admit they regret their vote cast 5 years ago said things still worked out for the best. They explained, yes, I do wish I had voted differently. If I had known then what I know now I would have voted Leave, but thankfully the majority of British people voted Leave. Another person said while they voted for Brexit, they were fully expecting the majority would support Remain. They added, unlike most Remainers, if we had voted to stay I would have accepted it and moved on. This is what democracy is. And one particularly annoyed reader hit out at the vile practices of the Remainers and the EU to thwart the clearly shown desire of the people of the UK to leave the bloc. A reader who has been watching the EU closely since the vote, said, I'm so glad I voted Leave. The EU has certainly shown their true colours. One Brexit supporter pointed out the mistruths spread by some Remain campaigners in the run-up to the ballot. They said Project Fear was the most blatant set of lies ever issued by any political campaign. The person said, they claimed our economy would fall like a stone, wrong. They claimed our exports would nosedive, wrong. They claimed our unemployment rate would skyrocket, wrong. They claimed there would be a mass exodus of manufacturing, especially the likes of Nissan, wrong. Another predicted Britain would win big after Brexit. They said, we are forging a new UK in the greater world economy, I doubt we shall see an EU in the coming years, not that we need them anyway. The UK left the EU at the end of January 2020 and a Brexit transition period started. Within a week formal trade negotiations had kicked off between both sides. Boris Johnson was repeatedly pressured to postpone the talks due to the COVID pandemic. The virus meant the teams, led by Lord Frost on the UK side and Michel Barnier on the EU side, had to conduct meetings over Skype. Following months of deadlock and delays, the Prime Minister announced a trade deal on Christmas Eve. Britain's Brexit transition period ended on December 31.